Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again for your third and final video blog of the night for Friday, April 3rd, 2015, around 8:30 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. The sun went down and it's clearing skies out. Some news to report. WWE diva AJ Lee has announced her in-ring retirement, and she's probably going to go home and be with her husband CM Punk. But she probably made a lot of money for the 4 years she was in the WWE. Probably so much money for a diva. And ABC is reportedly test filming a pilot for a new Muppet show that probably could air on the network sometime in the near future. If it's a series of the Muppet Show revival, it would be pretty good. They'll probably show it on Sunday nights. I bet it would be a big time hit. Can't wait to see Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy again on network television on ABC. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the greatest hitter who ever lived. It's my personality profile tonight. I'm talking about the late great Ted Williams, outfielder. Ted Williams played his entire 19-year MLB career with the Boston Red Sox. He was a left fielder, one of the greatest outfielders of all time. So many nicknames for Ted Williams: the Splendid Sprinter, the Kid, Teddy Ballgame, and Thumper, and the greatest hitter who ever lived. Ted Williams was born and he grew up in San Diego, California. He played baseball in high school as a pitcher and an outfielder, and actually the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Yankees tried to sign him while still in high school, but his mother rejected the idea because his mother wanted Ted Williams to get a high school education. Plus, he was young. He was only 17 when they were recruiting him. Then Ted Williams graduated from high school. Then he played 3 seasons with the San Diego Padres of the Pacific Coast League, which was not affiliated with Major League Baseball by them at that time. And Ted was pretty good there. The Red Sox signed Ted Williams to a contract in 1938, and then he spent a time in the minor leagues. He spent 1 year in the AAA affiliate in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Then Ted Williams made the Boston Red Sox. In 1939, he made his Major League debut on April 20th, 1939. He played the entire 19 years with the Boston Red Sox. He missed 3 years between 1943 and 1945 because he served in the U.S. Army for World War II, and he did that again for the Korean War, for missing most of the 1952 and 1953 season. And Ted Williams had amazing stats during his big league career. 19 times he played in the All-Star game. 2 times he was American League Most Valuable Player. 2 times he won the Triple Crown, 1942 and 1947. He did not win MVP in either of those years. He won the MVP in 1946 and 49. 6 times Ted Williams was the American League batting champion. 4 times he led the AL in home runs. 4 times he led the American League in RBIs as well. 9 times he had 100 RBI seasons. 16 times he hit 20 or more home runs in a season. And he had a 300 batting average 18 out of his 19 seasons. And Ted Williams was the last Major League Baseball player to hit 400 in a season, which you'll be qualified if you hit 400. If you have 502 plate appearances, that's an official 400. He was the last player to do it in 1941. The last day of the season, Ted Williams had the option of sitting out because he had a batting average of 399.5, which was rounded off to 400. But Ted Williams played that last game to ensure he would get a 400 season, because he didn't want to sit out, because that would become the artificial way to get it out. And Ted Williams was like kind of had a little bit of a frosty relationship with the fans in Boston during his time there, but he was a great player and stuff. He was a big supporter of the Jimmy Fund and other charities and stuff. And Ted Williams' career stats. Ted Williams retired at the end of the 1960 season. He's one of the handful of players who played parts of 4 decades. He had a home run in his last at-bat at Fenway Park. Only 15,000 fans were there. People claimed it would be 40 or 50. That's what a lot of people claimed. They saw Ted Williams' last home run, but there was only 15,000 fans there. Ted Williams' career stats were 344 career average, 521 home runs, 1,839 RBIs, 2,654 hits, and he walked 2,021 times. If Ted Williams did not miss those 3 seasons for serving World War II and 2 years serving the Korean War, he probably would have amazing stats. He'd probably be close to 700 home runs. He'd probably have over like 2,500 RBIs, well over 3,000 hits, probably over 2,500 walks. And he probably would seriously challenge Ty Cobb for the best career batting average for a player overall his career, because Ty Cobb hit 367 during his career and Ted Williams hit 344. He probably would have won more batting titles, or maybe more home run crowns or RBI crowns, maybe another triple crown, maybe some more MVPs. And Ted Williams was a first ballot Hall of Famer in 1966. He stayed active with the Red Sox community. He had like endorsements deal with Sears and Nissan Bread and a few other things. And Ted Williams actually became a major league manager for the Washington Senators and Texas Rangers from 1969 through 1972. He had like a so-so record, but his heart wasn't really into managing big league players. After he resigned after the 1972 season, Ted Williams became a special instructor for the Boston Red Sox. He appeared in spring training for many, many years. The Red Sox retired as number 9. He had a few children. One by the name of Barbara. Another one was named John Henry Williams, and the third one was named Claudia. Like, John Williams became kind of a caregiver for Ted Williams when he was getting old and stuff. Ted Williams suffered some declining health beginning in the early 1990s when he suffered a stroke and stuff, and he had a bad back. His condition was growing worse from another stroke, but he was able to attend the opening of the Ted Williams Tunnel in Boston in 1995, named after him. His health was continuing to decline, but there was rumors that his son John Henry Williams was signing Ted Williams, signing autographs and stuff all the time, even though in a declining health. 1999, Ted Williams made 3 of his final public appearances. One in Boston at the 1999 All-Star Game. He threw out the first pitch. He needed some guidance from Tony Gwynn, because Ted Williams' eyesight was poor and stuff because of his stroke. Then he appeared at the 1999 Hall of Fame induction ceremony in a wheelchair, and also he appeared at the 1999 All-Century Team, which they announced at Game 2 of the 1999 World Series. Ted Williams, even though he was there, he wasn't that great. His declining health and stuff like that. His health continued to fade and stuff. 2002, before he passed away, he appeared one final public appearance at his Hitters Museum in Florida and stuff. And Ted Williams passed away in July 5th, 2002, at the age of 83. After he passed away, his body was put into a laboratory to be, and it's frozen in some Alcor thing in Arizona, which he's supposed to be, his body's frozen, he's supposed to be thawed out and returned to life later on. maybe many years from now, but I don't believe in that stuff. How could somebody who passes away have their body frozen and they have some technology that bring them back to life eventually? Again, in the near future, I don't think that they'll ever have that technology. Not in my lifetime, not in anybody's lifetime. His like son John Henry Williams passed away of 2004 in 2004 of leukemia and stuff, and he's at that facility, and his body's frozen as well. And I think Claudia's, when she passes away, her body's going to go there, be frozen, and supposedly all of them will be together. We alive when there's technology for it, which will not happen. Ted Williams' legacy is probably one of the best hitters of all time, a legend in Boston, a great outfielder, an icon and stuff. Probably one of the 10 most best baseball players of all time and stuff. Legend still lives today with Ted Williams, number 9 of the Boston Red Sox. That's about it on him. That's about it on this personality profile, and about it on these video blogs for the night. Be back tomorrow. 3 more video blogs coming: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. First one is about a video blog about John Calipari, the coach of the Kentucky Wildcats men's basketball team. I'm going to tell you why my opinion of him, if he should go to the NBA or not and coach again. That second video blog is about Championship Wrestling from Florida, which that promotion was run by Eddie Graham, and its biggest star was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the announcer for Championship Wrestling from Florida was the Dean of Wrestling Broadcasters, Gordon Solie. Tell you about that story. I don't know if it's going to be longer than 20 minutes because it's not as popular as the other regional territories I talked about. Third and final video blog of the night will be about the late great Yankee Clipper Joe DiMaggio. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Only a few more days until it's time. It's time. It's Button time. Julie Button's going to get her own video blog on here. And coming in 2 weeks will be NBA and NHL playoff video previews. Don't forget, any questions, comments, concerns, anything, PM me or message me, whatever. Skype chat. I'm open. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Look me up, and I'll be able to talk to you if you want. And follow me, Chewy7, on Twitter. Good night. See you tomorrow.